we have here today Cynthia Haven, who has kindly agreed to talk to us with her memories and encounter of how she met René Girard and how she was influenced by him. So I would like to start off by asking you, Cynthia, how did you first hear about Professor René Girard? That's my first question.
Well, I read his name in books and articles. I would run across his name, and I really didn't know much of anything about him. Okay. And so perhaps it's sort of curious. I didn't actually know much about him until I met him. So I met the man before I met his work.
So what year was that?
2007. I had just come to Stanford to be the arts and humanities writer for the university. He was naturally in my beat. And I was sort of startled to see how little he was noticed, how little attention he received, and how many, among the faculty. I mean, he brought a great deal of prestige to the institution, its first immortelle, and very little was written about him. And there were enormous misperceptions of what he was doing, and I had the incredible misconstructions on his work, and I thought, I can fix this problem, or at least fix it a little. And so I began writing articles about him, first for Stanford, Stanford Magazine, Stanford News Service, and it began to move the needle a little.
Okay, well, let me slow you down. I'm curious, what was your first encounter when you saw him, when you first started meeting with him and talking with him? What kind of a person was he? How did he strike you?
Oh, we just had fun together. We just hit it off. And so they weren't all heavy, in-depth conversations. We just seemed to like each other. And that was a great gift in my life, one of the lucky coins you find along the path. And the interviews turned into articles and then turned into books eventually. Okay. But I just mentioned that John Ficero had a gift for bringing the black and white into color, and also a gift for a turn of phrase. He would say things that were very apt to. He mentioned at some point I was talking about René, and he said, I don't even remember what the context was. René loves you, but don't get excited. He loves many other people too. And there's an equanimity to René. And